What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And before we get into today's video, guys, I just want to say if you're a fan of those legends of the game, I'm talking about players that played from the 60s through the early 2000s, or if you're someone that's younger and you may want to get some names of some of those lesser known legends, then this is definitely the channel for you because that's all I focus on. So I would definitely recommend subscribing to the channel. And if that's content that you enjoy, guys, I would greatly appreciate if you'd posterize that like button. And with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and let's get into today's video. So, guys, today we're going to be doing a Clyde Drexler build. He's one of those guys that, because he played during the era of Jordan, right, he gets overlooked a lot, but he was a really, really good shooting guard. Um, to me, he was, he wasn't quite on Jordan's level, but man, he was good, right? He was really good. He was a tall two guard at 6'7". He was able to. He was very smooth when he was driving to the basket and doing those dunks. So for a Clyde build, guys, I feel like you want to go the mostly finishing with a little bit less shooting. I feel like that's a really good one. Now, I mean, if you wanted to go, 50-50, you certainly could. But me personally, guys, look, 2K22, the shooting is much easier than it was, so I don't feel like it's needed. Um, and for your physical profile, I feel like you want to go with speed because you're going to be going up to 6'7", so you want to get that extra speed, right? Now, for the finishing, guys, look, what I'm going to essentially do um, is I'm going to pretty much max these out, and I'm going to go till I get to 20 on this. Okay, and then for your shooting, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to max this out, um, and I'm going to go until I get to 70 on this. Well, it was set. I could have swore it was 70 earlier. Okay, it was 74 to get it to 18 shooting badges. So, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the pass accuracy and the ball handling all the way up. And then we're going to go with this right here till we get 14 playmaking badges. So you're going to put that up to 37 for the post control. Then for your defense, guys, you're just going to max out your perimeter and your lateral, and then your defensive rebounding. And then you're going to put those 11 remaining. You can put that on your offense, your steal, your block, whatever you want. And the reason why I'm doing it this way, guys, is because I really want a lot of those finishing badges because it's a Clyde Drexler build. You want to be able to finish around the basket. And in all honesty, guys, even if you took away from all of this stuff, to try to get, some additional defensive badges, you get so few, it's just not worth it. So I feel like this is a good way to go with this build. With the ways that I've went through and I've tried doing the builds and things, this is the way that I feel like is the best, Clyde Drexler kind of build. Even though I'm typically someone that I want to have those defensive badges, you can't, with this build, it isn't feasible, right? So for this build, I'm going to go compact because he was a smaller, he did have that thin, wiry frame. And we're going to go 6'7", 210. We're going to max out that wingspan. And if we look at where that puts us, so we're going to have a close shot of 91. When you max this out, that's going to be a +4, so that'll be 95 with a driving layup of 85. A driving dunk of 88, so you're going to be able to dunk really, really well. And look at that standing dunk, guys. You're going to have a standing dunk of 97, so you're going to be able to finish around the rim with this build really, really well. But as far as shooting, guys, you're still going to be able to shoot, right? You're going to have that mid-range shot of 77, which, even me, I'm someone that I'm not the greatest of shooters, when it comes to 2K games, especially in 2K21. It just wasn't something, and it's just because it's something that I don't enjoy doing, right? I don't enjoy, shooting threes or shooting a ton of threes. I'm someone that I like to drive to the basket or play in the post because again, that's the way I play in real life. So, but you're going to have that. You're going to have a really strong mid-range shot of 77 and a very good three-point shot of 75, 90 free throw with a 76 post fade. So you're going to be able to do really well with shooting as well. Then your pass accuracy, it's going to be a 79. Your ball handling will be a 76. So that's going to be you're going to be able to do all right with that as well. Now, again, this is the weak spot of this, right? Your defense, you're only going to have a perimeter defense of 78 with a lateral quickness of 76 and a defensive rebound of 74. So it's not going to be the greatest, guys, on the defensive end, but you'll be able to hold your own. I feel because of that size and things, you'll be able to do all right. Now, if you look at your physicals, you know that you'll get a +8. Once you reach 99, you'll get that +4. And then another +4 once you get that gym rat badge. So you have a speed of 87 with an acceleration of 86. So you'll be pretty good there. You'll have a vertical of 79, which is pretty decent as well. It's not quite like Clyde's vertical because I think I read somewhere, or I may have watched a video on him that said that he had a vertical of like 44 inches or something. So I know it was really, really good. Um, and for someone that's 6'7", I mean, that's pretty good, And, you're not going to be very strong. You're only going to have a strength of 59, but you're a two guard. So strength really isn't going to be playing a big factor in this, right? Now, with doing a Clyde build, guys, we know that we're going to want to go finishing, right? Definitely. Slashing playmaker. And with shades of, I do like that Zach LaVine and Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards, guys, man, I really hope the Timberwolves, build around that guy, him and Cat. I mean, they've got a really good young team. I just hope they continue building because the Timberwolves, I mean, they've never been a really really solid team. Even when they had like KG and Isaiah Ryder, guys like that, they've never been a solid team, a team that you look at and you're like, man, those guys, they're winning the championship this year. And I would like to see the Timberwolves do that. You know, get there, right? Because we've seen a lot of the younger franchises, like Miami and Dallas and things like that. They've won rings now, So I'd like to see Minnesota go in and do something and get those guys a ring because they're both really really good players. So let's go ahead and we'll just max this out, and you've got an amazing 20 finishing badges to work with on this. So, and it's Hall of Fame, so you need those, right? So I feel like you want to go acrobat, you want to go fearless finisher on Hall of Fame, of course. Um, you want to do limitless takeoff. You want to do posterizer, and that's going to leave you one more, right? So, guys, I mean, it really depends on your play style. If you're somebody that you go up for a lot of lobs, you could do lob city finisher. You could do slithery finisher. You could do teardropper if that's something that you like. Um, no, but me personally, I feel like slithery finisher will be a good one, simply because you are smaller, in terms of weight, right? So you go in against those bigger centers and things. Slithery finisher, being able to avoid that contact, I think will help some. I kind of wish that they would give us a finger roll badge, right? Because I mean, Clyde Drexler, though I wouldn't say he was as good as George Gervin. If you ever seen Clyde Drexler in that finger roll, he had a pretty sweet finger roll. So yeah, I would like to see that 2K do something like that. Um, for your shooting badges, guys, you've got a lot to work with. I would do catch and shoot. I would do hot zone hunter, limitless spot up. Sniper's a good one. Deadeye's a good one. Slippery off ball's a good one where you're a two guard. So if you wanted to go that route, you could. You could do difficult shots. You could do circus threes, clutch shooter. Me personally, guys, I really like clutch shooter. So that's the one I would go with. But like I said, slippery off ball, blinders, those would all be good badges to work with too. Now you do have 14 playmaking badges to work with. I feel like ankle breakers is a good one. If you wanted to play that style, but me personally, it being a slower build, I feel like downhill you want bullet passer, of course, unpluckable because you're a taller build. You do want that quick first step, right? And then for the two other ones, I feel like you definitely want glue hands because you're going to be playing off ball a lot, right? And I feel like hyperdrive would work good with this one too, because you are a taller build, and that does take away some of your dribbling, and that helps you a little bit when you're dribbling on the move. So, and then you've got the one defensive and rebounding badges, guys. So I mean, you could really, it's going to be a couple of things, right? I would go either clamps, intimidator, or pick dodger, whichever you prefer. Me personally, I'm just going to go with clamps. But yeah, there you have it, guys. I feel like that is a really good Clyde Drexler build. And you know, if you never watched Clyde Drexler play, guys, I would just say, just go watch some of his highlights. He was a really good player. And again, guys, if you're into those legends of the game, I would definitely recommend subscribing to the channel because that's all I focus on. And if you enjoyed today's video, guys, I would greatly appreciate if you'd posterize that like button. But with that being said, guys, have a wonderful day, night, evening, wherever you are. Have a good one.